Hello, and welcome to my very first video. We're going to start with 3 deep breaths. To get calm and ready, so let's breathe in. In. And one more, in. And out. Okay, so seeing as how this is my first video, I want to start us off with some talk about new beginnings. I've started a lot of things in my life, different instruments, different projects, different academic pursuits and financial pursuits. And one thing that I've always experienced every time I start something new, there's that period where I'm just not confident. I don't want to do it. I'm feeling lazy. I'm feeling lethargic. Procrastination. But I don't want to procrastinate too much, so we're going to break the ice. Let's bring in the classic guitar. Now, I'm new to guitar. I've only been playing for maybe a year. But, you hear that sounds a little out of tune, right? Sounds very out of tune, very out of tune. Okay. And let's hit that last one. So that wasn't quite so in tune, but that's how beginnings are. They're not the greatest. Things are a little rough. But we don't have to stop there. Let's whip out the flute. It looks a little loud on the waveforms. Let me see if I can turn the gain down a bit. I'm still figuring things out, right? Just recording wise, playing wise, but let's try something. Nice. I like that. I like how that went. But if there's one thing I've always felt about beginnings is that I don't want to get stuck doing just one thing. So we're listening, right? We're using our ears. But we have a lot more than just ears, guys. Let's look at those eyes, right? That's what's really got my attention. We're going to turn to the other side of my room. And let's pull out. Got to step off camera real quick. Something simple. This isn't going to be very complicated. We're going to use... Let me look around this until I found what I need. Drawing, guys. You know I love it. Because I can't exactly speak while I'm playing instruments. Well, not the wind instruments at least. But when I have this drawing, okay, we can get serious. We can really explore. So what were we talking about today? New beginnings? Well, everything starts, when things start, they usually start with a lot of energy. Even if it's just potential energy. So let's represent that with the color red. Red for me magenta in this case, represents, well, it represents power, passion, but also calmness in a way. I think red, it has the lowest frequency and the longest wavelength. So red really comes off to me as relaxing. Red light, blue light is really, red light is more mellow. And that to me is how things start out. But this still has that passion to it. Red, it's mellow, but it's not like mellow yellow. It's more like just a cool, chill, warm red. Let's get to drawing. All right, let's start. I wish I could have the top-down camera and the views and stuff. But for now, we're just gonna have to do it preschool style. We'll draw a little bit, and then I'll show you what I did. So let's start. New beginnings. Everything is a cycle. So let's start with a circle first. And don't think I put that circle in the middle of the page, guys. It was just in the top left corner. We're going to do some illustrations here. New beginnings. For me, one of the biggest new beginnings is adulthood. I am, as of right now, 21 years old and 11 months. My birthday's next month, so I'm almost 22. And I finally feel like my childhood is over. But I'm not really sad about it because when you're a child, you have no power. You're all potential. But what have you done? What do you have to show for yourself? Now, some children have a lot to show. And I think every child has so much already. Just part of being a human being, you're already so amazing. But we really want to get into those specifics. Can you pull up that portfolio? Can you show me who you are? Can you show me what you've done? And now I'm getting to the age where it's time to start doing some stuff. So that's why we're starting with this video. So I've got the word new on here. I hope you can see these well. Like I said, I really want to get that second camera going. It would really be nice. But for now, you see that new? Beginnings. Now, we could switch the colors up. Why not? Let's go for it. We're switching to the color. No, I don't want to go orange. It's too close. We want to go somewhere different. I'm looking at the California flag right now. And I'm seeing red on the bottom, green under the bear. So let's go with green. New beginnings. I'm going to sharpen this pencil and see if we can get some microphone action. Like it's ASMR. So let's go new beginnings. New beginnings. This is a lot more relaxing than I thought it would be. Sitting here with this camera, drawing. I like it. So often I draw by myself, but this camera really does feel so deep. I look into it and I don't just see a piece of glass surrounded by some plastic and some metal with some circuits. I really see the audience. I really see the people. Now, of course, I'm not seeing anything. All I'm seeing is just a black circle, but I know what this camera does. I know what this microphone does. I know what this means. I know the power of the video. And so every time I see this, I'm just seeing you right there. Beginning. Begin. Okay. Beginnings. It's the spelling that really matters here. And here's the reason why we're here drawing today. Because everything begins, right? New beginnings. 2 N's or 1 N? Beginnings. Beginnings. Do I really have to grab my dictionary? I think I have to, guys. Let's get the dictionary so we can spell this right. Merriam-Webster's. Now, I asked for this for my... Well, it could have been my 10th birthday. It was one of the birthdays. But I asked for this dictionary because I wanted a dictionary. I would always flip through them at school, but I never had one at home. Let's find it. Beginnings. You can see this dictionary. It's the book of words. Beginning. Benedictine. Beeswax. Believability. Behavior. BEG. We're looking for beefcake? No. Bedridden? No. We're looking for bedabble? No. Belfry? No. Begoggled? No. We're looking for beginning. Begin? Beginning. Double N. Beginning. All right. Thank you, Merriam-Webster, for all your help. It's too late. I already spelled it wrong. So we're just going to have to go with that. Beginning with 1 N. Well, technically 2 N's, but not 3 N's like it should have. So the camera cut off, like I said, new beginnings, so we're still getting those technical things, right? But let's look at what we actually got to. So it said new beginnings. Number 3, and me is drawn, been rendered right there. The reasoning is because I chose to do it that way. Now we're going to add something else before we finish. We're going to add 2 trees on the other side. One tree is going to be the good tree. The other tree is going to be the bad tree. The reason is because whenever you're beginning something new, there's always 2 ways to do it. You can do it the good way, or you can do it the bad way. You could be lazy and put half effort into everything and just generally not care about what goes on, what happens. That's the bad way. You don't want to not care. You want to care a lot. You want to be extremely invested. You want to have your visions, your goals, your dreams. Even if they're not the final product, you don't want to give up. Embrace the gifts you've been given. Use them for something. Even if it's just something small and unimpressive, it's still worth exploring. So let's draw that. Which tree is this tree going to be? You tell me, is that the good tree or the bad tree? Now, I'm not sure about the camera focusing. When I looked back and looked over the footage, there's clearly room for improvement, but like I said, it's new beginnings. So let's take a look at that second tree, the bad tree. Now, is the bad tree really bad? You can do something the good way or the bad way, and you do it the bad way. Is the bad way really something you should avoid so much? I disagree. So within this last month, I was quite depressed. I was sad. It was unfortunate. Some things that occurred in my personal life that made me feel like life simply wasn't worth living. Of course, it was an exaggeration in my mind. I always knew that I was going to continue forward in the future, but let's say it was a bad day. It was many bad days. It was a bad month. But was it something I didn't want to happen? No, it was something I'm so glad happened. Because when you get a chance to just feel terrible, it helps you embrace feeling good. Because you know exactly where you don't want to be. Or at least you know what happens when you don't push yourself to live happily. And also, I get tired of being sad much faster than I get tired of being happy. So It's only natural that after a trip down negativity lane, I would turn around and do something positive. Like, make this video. So let's get that bad tree rendered. This is the bad tree. Guys, the first one was the good tree. This one's definitely the bad tree. Why is it the bad tree? Because it doesn't have any leaves. When you're starting a new beginning, something for the first time, and you want to choose good or bad, you're thinking, should I be on top of it, put my whole heart into it, really try to see it the best I can, or should I lack, and just not really engage? Just know, when you do things the right way, you'll get lots of fullness, lots of green, lots of results, lots of leaves. Life. If you do things the wrong way, the lazy way, the shortcuts, not really caring, or maybe you're just not meant to be there. Maybe it's just not what you're supposed to be doing at the time, and you need to move on so you can find that good tree. It's going to look like this. No leaves. Dead. Which one do you want to be? Where do you want to see yourself? Now, of course, it could just be winter. Maybe you're just having a hard time adjusting and your leaves will grow back. If that's the case, let's play you a little song. Guys, I had to do it for the first video. If I showed up to the first video and I didn't play saxophone, well, it just wouldn't have been right. So let's turn on that gain a little bit so you can hear some quality. Let's get a tune going. Is it still too loud? Let's go quieter. So, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little self-conscious when it comes to playing at this time. But it's new beginnings, guys. So it's not about perfection. It's about demonstration of concepts. I want to be able to show some different things. I want to be able to show this and that and this and that. But let's conclude like this. Thank you for coming to my first video. If you're ever in a new beginning and you're wondering, what should I do? How should I go about it? Just think of it like this. Do it the right way, not the wrong way. And everything will turn out right. So with that said, we want to hear one last sound, guys. The djembe. Gotta pay homage to the roots. We can't leave without one final beat. Hey, video. It's my first video. It's my first video. It's my first video. And that's all it takes. Thank you for coming to my very first video. I hope that I do more, and I hope that I can grow in this direction. I think I have a lot of potential, but this has to be worked out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and well, if it's on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And let's hope I cut it there.